Yes, well, if you have noticed some new social media posts on the JCF's page, is really nice. This post is a whole strategy shift. It's a part of their efforts to ramp up public involvement in crime fighting, which they say is reaping signs of success. We've got the JCF's head of digital marketing and social media, Shaunjaye Mitchell, here with us this morning. Thank you for being here,
Thanks for
Inspector.
having me. Thanks for
having me. Good to have you. You've been there since 2016. In this post?
No, I've been at JCF since 2010.
2010.
Right. So
Okay.
at the corporate communications unit.
Okay.
So prior to that, I had operational experience outside of that.
Okay. I have to big you up as a Carmack alum. So
Thank
big
you.
up to you for that.
Thank
I
you.
understand you're also an MBA holder because you've done a degree in business administration. And the bonus will have been. I ask if you finish now. You finish now?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. So talk to me a little bit about this this new strategy, Shaunjaye. It's a clear shift. There's been a paradigm shift. Dennis Brooks has spoken about it. He's been called many times to talk about it and taken to task on radio because of the controversy that surrounds this shift in campaign. So talk to me a little bit about how you all decided you were going to end up where you've landed.
Right. So we did an assessment of the social media space and the communication space. So we looked at what we were communicating initially to our publics. And we thought among ourselves, what can we do to get greater public involvement? Now, the JCF operates on 7 strategic priorities, and one of those strategic priorities is public engagement. So we looked at what public engagement meant, did some analysis, did some research, and we figured that we needed to get people more involved in this type of communication so that they can support us. Because ultimately, we want to have crime reduction and control. That's the #1 strategic priority.
Right.
So we decided that we're going to involve our citizens. And if you look at the social media landscape, every Jamaican has at least one smartphone, at least. And we're talking about hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans online every single day.
High penetration.
Very high digital penetration here in Jamaica. So when we looked at that now, we decided that we're going to use content now that resonates well with that type of target audience. So we looked at the content about popular culture. We looked at content that's relevant at the time. And we created and crafted these pieces of content. We looked at the objectives that we want to come out of that. We looked at the type of interaction that we want from it. Then we created a content schedule now, and we sent it up the line to have it approved.
I'm curious about that because I was going to ask you. So when you sent it up the line to get it approved, what was the feedback coming from the top?
To be honest, the feedback was very good.
Right off the bat?
The top was ready for us to go ahead as long as we got approval from our mid-level managers. The top was ready for it to go ahead and to push through.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of noise on social media and you want to push through that clutter. How can you push through that clutter? So you have to create compelling
It's
content.
me to tell you, sir. Me to tell you about the noise on social, which you know. So when we're doing plans like this, strategic comms plans, we often have to think about all the outcomes, right? Did you all factor in the blowback that you're going to get? Because some people are saying you're going to come out way too strong. Inappropriate content. I remember the Valentine's Day post. I mean, that one I think is the one that blew up the most. Guys, if you don't know, if you know, you know. Oh, here we go. If you don't know, go and check out the JCF's handle and see how they've shifted. Did you have any idea that this would have done what it did?
Well, we knew it towed the line, and we were willing to take that risk. And in this business, you have to be willing to take risks. So we went ahead with it. We sent it up the line, and I was like, go ahead with it. So we went and we pushed it. So obviously, the silhouette and everything from the previous, I think last year they had the silhouette challenge online. So we used that, a similar element from that. And from that element, we created and crafted this. So it was never meant to sexualize or demoralize anything at all. So when we went ahead with it, we really wanted to get people to grab onto the campaign. It's not something that you'd expect from a police organization anywhere at all in the world.
No.
So we stepped over that threshold and we went with it, and it blew up. And the feedback, I can tell you, from a qualitative perspective, has been exceptionally good. And if we should do a quantitative analysis as well on the comments and the feedback from it, you
Sentiment
realize
is
that
mostly positive.
it's very positive.
Wow,
yeah.
happy Easter. Criminals living beside you, call Crime Stop. This is the one with the cross that you got some blowback on from the ministers of religion. Attention gangsters, report your rivals, call Crime Stop 311 and I'd be at 811. There's one that you guys said, what are you giving up for Lent? And you're encouraging people to give up the
Give up the
criminals.
guns, give up the rifles, give up the scammers in your house.
Do you have a favorite one, Shaunjaye?
Do I have a favorite
Yes.
one? I don't think I do. I think for the most part they have been quite compelling, and oftentimes the current one tends to top the previous one, and it keeps getting better and better. So
I wish I could pull them up in one place, because you've had some brilliant ones. Like, we will get so and so. Oh, gangsters! There's one that you were encouraging the gangsters who are on the street, who know that them rival running.
Oh yeah, report your rivals.
Report your rivals.
Report your rivals.
Yes. You know one not done in the same era. We just said give them up.
Right. So,
know?
and if you report your rival and I report my rival, which is you,
Yes. Yes.
police wins. So, outside of the shares and the likes and the accounts reached online, we have gotten some exceptional, extraordinary statistics out of Crime Stop to suggest that the campaigns are actually bearing fruit. One of the things that we've seen is a 97% increase as at March 31st, increase in tips that have
90 what?
97% increase in tips when compared to the similar period last year. And on that graph, there's a point of inflection where the inflection started round about the point when the campaigns rolled off.
So there's direct correlation.
So there's a direct correlation. Additionally, if you look at the number of firearms that we've seized this year compared to last year, there is a direct correlation, because people are calling in mostly about illegal firearms, wanted persons, scammers. So those are the top 3 items people are calling in about at Crime Stop. And those are the big areas that we're having successes. So not only are we getting the likes and the shares and the interaction online, outside of that online now we are getting actionable results. So the KPIs are saying one thing, but the intended outcomes are being met.
72% increase in reports to Crime Stop.
Yeah, and
72%. That's incredible. That's. I mean, we're about measurement in this business, right?
Exactly.
That measurement shows that you're doing something right.
Yes.
So
the team is really pushing and working hard. So
I think you
I have
guys
to big
should
up the team. The
you
team
should be
is really.
pleased. You should be. How big is the team?
It's a small team, a
Yes.
team of 2 persons right
Yes,
now.
well, big, small team moving mountains.
Right.
You guys are doing a fantastic job. I mean, love it or hate it, the results speak for themselves. I find it quite impressive.
Thank you.
And I could sit here and talk to you as a comms person all day about this,
Right.
graphs and inflection points and correlation, and it excites me, but I would just say the work speaks for itself.
It
so
has
kudos
been
to
working.
you
Thank you.
and the team. I want to big up Sir Brooks this morning.
Yes, Mr. Brooks, he's been offering a lot of oversight. He's been in this business a lot longer than most of us.
Yeah.
And of course, my team, generally speaking, my graphic artist, everybody who is on board with this campaign, and the people, they're just pumped up to work and get it done, trying to outdo the previous post.
Well done, sir. Well done. Thank you so much for being
You're
here
most
this
welcome.
morning. JCF's head of digital marketing and social media. So now you know the face behind the awesome work. One of the faces anyway, because you're picking up the team, Shaunjaye and Mitchell. Stay with us, folks. Our Who Said It? Fun Stop is next.